Dracula is a 3-episode BBC and Netflix show about the vampire legend himself. I binge-watched all 3 episodes yesterday and I've got to say I'm actually pretty impressed. Whenever I go into a vampire movie or show, as a viewer I'm always just hoping for something original and fresh that I haven't seen before, just because the whole vampire thing has been done so many times. Not only that, but there are also countless interpretations of the iconic Dracula. Although this show has all the classic vampire tropes, the angle at which those tropes are approached is unique and they actually manage to subvert a lot of the expectations one has when watching a vampire show. I really enjoyed the show's take on Dracula as well. He's played very charismatically and with a lot of charm. Even though he's an evil character, you can't help but like him when he talks. It is especially hilarious when he's describing or explaining his horrifying plans to other characters, but he does so in such a matter-of-fact and cocky manner. Opposite of Dracula, we have another great character in the Nun. For some reason with the horror genre, I've found in the past that whenever there is a nun, she's more often than not a one-dimensional character. However, that is not the case with the nun in Dracula. Throughout the show, we see her struggles with faith and how her perspective on God constantly changes as she encounters evil. She also serves as a character that brings much-needed comic relief moments and a show that can get quite dark. Looking past the excellent performances, you see that the show does not spare one detail. The set design is absolutely gorgeous, which is very fitting considering the show utilizes atmosphere as opposed to jump scares in order to frighten the audience. In the first episode, you really get a sense of claustrophobia as the trapped lawyer wanders the narrow maze-like corridors of Dracula's castle. In the following episode, there's a cool sequence in which Dracula is craving blood, but he can't let the others around him know that he's a vampire, and so we see a close-up of the veins in the necks and wrists of the characters around Dracula violently pulsating as he tries to contain his urges. There's another moment where Dracula takes a bite of someone's neck and whips his head back and you see drops of blood splatter upwards. It's that little attention to detail that for me makes the show so immersive. I would definitely recommend this show for anyone who's into vampires or just horror in general. Even if all 3 episodes are an hour and a half long each, it's 100% still a binge-worthy series if you have 4.5 hours to spare. The show manages to feel shorter than its runtime because every episode takes it into a new direction. Episode 1 is more like the classic Dracula in his castle setting, then the show takes on like a whodunit murder type approach in episode 2. And without spoiling it, the best way I could describe episode 3 is that it takes a hard turn left and almost feels like Dracula meets Black Mirror. It always keeps you on your toes. So there you have it guys, that was my review of Netflix's Dracula. Definitely check it out if you have the chance. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching and make sure to subscribe to be notified of future reviews. Alright, peace.